At this time, I'd like to introduce the next dance group to Celebration 2018. Renowned artists Robert Davidson and Reg Davidson founded Rainbow Creek Dancers in 1980. Most of the songs and dances were taught to Robert and Reg by their grandmother, Florence Edenshaw Davidson. Their objective is to bring meaning back to the songs and dances of their ancestors, performing them as they were taught to them by elders. Following along the path of their ancestors, they strive to continually grow and connect with their ceremonies that are relevant to contemporary Haida people. They create new songs for old dances, new dances for old songs, and new songs for new dances, building upon the cultural foundation of their ancestors and drawing from their collective cultural and ceremonial experiences. Please, please, please give them a big, big round of applause when they come. Robert Davidson is incredible, and he makes me so proud to be Haida. Thank you.
It's great to be here. Thank you. The first song we sang is called Coming in the House Song, and it's an ancient song that was survived by one of our elders that predates my grandparents' generation. The next one we call An Ostan, Xialang, Frog of the Woods dance. It's our word is An Ostan for frogs. We're a matrilineal society, very much like people up and down the coast. For the Haida, we have two main crests, eagle and raven, and frog is one of the subcrests of the eagle. Hooves along AC! Gotta tell a longer story here. Frogs aren't ready yet. It's been really exciting to put the puzzle back together. When my grandparents sang songs to us, it was foreign to me and most of the people of my generation, because we weren't brought up listening to the songs. So we had to start in re-singing the songs and reclaiming them. It was like putting a puzzle together, because every time we sang it in public, an elder would come up and remind us of another part of that dance. Stan or stun. Howie! It's been a very exciting time in preparation for Celebration 2018. The theme here is to be careful on how you say things to each other, how you express yourself, because that goes out into the ether. And it lands on someone's ear down the road. We have an expression in Haida that it's an old expression. The fault you point out in another person is really a fault you have in yourself. So I'm guilty of pointing out things in other people, so I have to look at that fault in myself. We are very lucky. I feel that our generation, we arrived in the nick of time. My generation was able to, for the people who were interested in relearning from our grandparents, like Nani and Chini, my grandmother and grandfather, and people of that generation, they were very willing to teach us their knowledge, which was muted for many generations. And now, as we come and celebrate with you people, Celebration 2018, it gives us strength as we reclaim our place and gives us strength to face all the challenges we face. We have another supernatural being called Degus Anawa. Degus Anawa is there to test your strength. So we Yas Hyelang. it's exciting to be featuring our grandchildren. The grandchildren of Rainbow Creek. When Rainbow Creek started, the children of Reg and I were the same age as these children. So it's exciting to have the third generation. And with their commitment, we have a good foundation that they are growing from, and I know that they will continue to do the work that we are doing today. The next song we do is xaada, to become. It's a transformation, eagle becoming itself. And what that means is, as we are on this journey, we are accumulating experiences, very much like what's happening right now. And that experience is what helps us to grow as we learn the lessons that are put in front of us. Xaada, eagle transforming into itself. It's a new song, but an old dance. This dance is used up and down the coast, and we're very happy to share with you. Thank you. Over the years, as the other times we've come to celebration, I've heard the many words of Dr. Sobeloff and how he encouraged people at celebration on reconnecting with our song and dance, how important it was that we reclaimed it. So I named him privately, not publicly. I called him the greatest echo. It's one of the supernatural beings within the Haida Nation. The echo that he expressed was for us to be strong and to sing our songs, do our dances, do our ceremonies, and through that we gain more strength. So I commend his message to us, and for the celebrations that are hosted by Sealaska, that we carry on that message. We will do We will now do the greatest echo dance. I think I'm fooling the audience by speaking Haida, but the response is always a little different than what I expected. Hook dalang eski means, are you ready? You're ready. And the answer is either anga or gum or gay. Anga's yes, gum no. I don't know what the other one means. They don't want to tell me. It's very exciting to have these few moments with you to share with you our dances. It's also very exciting for the artists to come up with the ideas of the masks, to come up with the new songs that are being sung today, and the new dances. That's my signal. one of the my favorite times when I don't live in Masset where I was brought up. I live in the urban area of Vancouver. When I'd come home, it was always a special treat to visit Nani and Uncle Alfred, Auntie Rose. They'd come in, we'd have a great gay old time, and one time I wasn't brought up speaking Haida, so every time they spoke Haida, someone would have to interpret for me. One time, Auntie Rose, Uncle Alfred's wife, was teasing Uncle Alfred, saying, you know, sometimes I think I don't understand what he's saying when he's speaking Haida. I think he's just making it up. And Auntie Rose said, you're allowed to. So it's with that lesson from Uncle Alfred, the foundation that we're growing from the knowledge of Nani and Chini, we're able to expand on that knowledge. Not all the ideas work. Between Reg and I, we say, well, if it doesn't work, then it becomes part of the experience, but if it works, then it becomes part of the culture. So we're going to exit on this. We're keeping within the time limit here, which I think is very important for the other dance groups. You're allowed 1 minute.
I just have to say that, you know, there are things that happen in celebration where we don't anticipate and we don't plan for, but we learn from. And I just wanted to say that I don't know that enough people know that Robert Davidson is absolutely the greatest Northwest Coast artist that I know of and that we know of. And it's because of his artwork that we're bringing back the greatness of Northwest Coast art. He has been a teacher to many of our artists. Our artists are going into Canada to study with him. And we're trying to figure out, you know, how do we make it work for us so that our students can go there and study under this great artist. And every day we are reminded of his greatness because we just look at the Sealaska Heritage building, and on the outside we see this great tribute to Dr. Sobeloff that was designed by Robert. So I just wanted all of us to acknowledge him and to thank him for his many contributions. He teaches not only art, but the wisdom of our art. He teaches our young artists the humbleness, but yet making sure that they strive for the greatness of our Northwest Coast art. And we are going to make Northwest Coast art a national treasure, and he is going to be leading the way for us, but I just had to thank him. You have 1 more minute. You can.
Thank you very much for those kind words. Now I have to hold up to it, I guess. We will exit this, and thank you very much to Sealaska for inviting the Rainbow Creek dancers. Ho'a.
Wow. How about another hand for the Tuul, gundlas, cyaal, Haida, the Rainbow Creek dancers?